This is a quick run through with the, and you're hearing it all. This is the XVIVE More You. They sent me this to check it out. They contacted me a few weeks ago. We had a bit of a conversation. I said, I'm not really familiar with your products, but I would check it out. So they sent me the More You Hub, which there are plenty of videos online about, as far as, you know, really giving all the details in and out. I will go to 2-camera. You can see that I have it set up right here. I basically swapped it out for my Apollo in about a minute. It's straight into the Mac Studio. And also, I was able to plug my ADAT interface straight in immediately. The interface connects directly USB-C to your Mac, one wire. That included power. So I took a quick listen. As soon as I got it plugged in, I was like, all right, let me see if it's working. I turned on some tunes coming from Tidal, and I was kind of a little shocked. It sounds really good. I was expecting it to sound not as good as the Apollo. It may sound better than the Apollo. That's directly connect to my speakers. You just plug your powered speakers right into the back of it. It's not a problem. I mean, there's no rocket science to all the connections. It's very simple. It's built really well. I mean, it's got like it's got some weight to it. It's all plastic. Everything's plastic except for like the connections. It's got a nice smooth volume knob. The volume knob is not ratcheted. There's no feel to it. There's also no indication as to what the volume is. I don't mind that. I come from the console world where we didn't see numbers for everything. And I believe that actually is a good thing, because you listen with your ears and you don't say to yourself like, oh, it's, minus 10.3. You have a couple of rotary controls up the top here, top right. Those seem to control everything to do in the screen. It's got a cute little screen in there. Anyway, you could definitely see all this stuff online. This is your talkback button right here. It's not bad either. There's no click or pop to it. It's pretty clean. This is the microphone input right next to it. I get to see that little pin. This is your headphone volume. The headphones that plug straight into the front. The part where it gets tricky is it has 2-channel inputs. So you have 2 mic pre-inputs or direct inputs. I came in direct out of my guitar thing. So the little pod thing right there. Stereo in, and then I have it coming into 2 channels of Pro Tools. One stereo channel of Pro Tools panned. It interfaced with Pro Tools really quickly. I mean, there was no issue. And also, matter of fact, there was no issue getting it hooked up to OBS, which I am running it kind of through right now to record all this all at once. So the tricky part with the 2 channels is this. That's where the More You thing comes in. So whatever you have plugged into those channels, you can add more of to your headphone mix. Not something I'm totally used to be honest with you. So you have 2 input channels, and then you have a volume and a volume. It's a mix of the DAW and the channel. So at 0, if this is at all the way off, you're still getting the DAW. As you blend in this, you're going to get more gain, and I believe you can adjust how much more gain you can get. Say you had a vocal coming into this with a mic pre and using the mic pre that's in this. Then if you needed to hear more of yourself, you can add it from that. There's also like a reverb that you can add to that channel. It's an interesting little idea. I mean, I think it's better for like a rehearsal setup, because apparently they're saying you can use these things daisy chained together. I believe there's a satellite unit. I'm not as I can tell you, this is not like a formal thing. This is like my first impressions of the XVIVE hub called More You. I guess that's the name. I would have just called it the XVIVE hub. It seems like a really great USB-C interface as a recording and listening hub. It's like, I guess there's several things that are comparative that I saw on Sweetwater or whatever, where I went to check out. I didn't know how much this thing was or anything. The sonics are very good. The audio quality. I mean, the headphones are dead quiet. There's no hum. There's no hiss. The headphone amp seems to be really good, because I was listening to some music through it. The controls are really intuitive. You have some basic stuff like filter to roll off the low end. If you're at a microphone plugged in, it has 48 volt. Like I said, the rotary things get you all around all the menu as far as adjusting inputs and levels. It's pretty straight ahead. It runs off the computer power, but apparently if you're going to use multiple hubs or XVIVEs, More U's chained together, you need to run a separate power supply. Goes up to 96K. Like I said, it allows you to use the ADAT in, so you get all that support for the 8 inputs. It also has MIDI in and out. I mean, I could see this thing being really convenient, especially as a grab and go interface. Like you take your laptop and of course a bunch of cables, or at least a few cables, you could be off and running. I could also see myself using it. I don't have a MIDI input interface. My Apollo does not have MIDI, obviously. I have not listened to the mic pre's yet. I'm guessing they're going to be good. You don't get the crazy Apollo stuff or UA stuff as far as, their plugins and their proprietary inputs, but that comes to the price, including a much higher price than something like this. I think it's nice. I think it's worth checking out. I'm not going to tell you to go run to the store and buy 10 of them, because you have to, or this is the most shocking unit I've ever found, but I would check it out. I would A/B it with a couple other things if I was in the market for something like this. I mean, I can't really see how it wouldn't be a great option, especially if you're going to do something that would involve this using it as a interface and a cue box thing. It's pretty interesting. Apparently you could set one up. Everything can run off an XLR on the back of it. So you can go from this XLR out to some sort of satellite thing, which has the same stuff, and that would give everything to that satellite. And then say your mic was plugged into that in the room you were at, you would have control in that there of your mic pre and also your monitor mix. XVIVE hub, the More You, which, it's a real review / introduction when the person doing the video is not in love with the name, but I mean, it's catchy.